All right, so hello everyone and welcome to strength training number 12. So if you're following along in sequence, this is number 12. All right, so for today, we're gonna start off with our warm up, and looks like I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit for you guys. So from my view, it looks just a little bit crooked. All right, I think that's better. All right, good. Okay, so let's bring the feet hip width apart. We're gonna start with 10 repetitions of the squat. I really want you to focus on sticking that butt out and bringing the chest slightly forward. Do not fold completely forward as we discussed over the previous sessions. So this is number 3. Number 4, bringing those arms out in front, maybe 5, 6. Now you guys keep it going. You got 4 more for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to focus on that 3-way leg swing, beginning first with the left side. We're going to bring it forward and back. So getting the arms in there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now just remember, if you're feeling a little bit imbalanced, to shorten the range of motion. So do a little bit less range of motion. Don't go as big on your movements. And then we're going to cross it over now to the front, especially on this one. This one can probably feel a little bit more imbalanced than the other ones. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so let's bend the knee. We're going to open it to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As you're doing this one, really thinking about as you open the knee to the side, squeezing the glute. So let's go for 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so changing over to the other side. Nice big lift up, forward and back for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll cross it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then let's bend the knee. We're going to open that leg to the side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good job, guys. So let's bring the feet nice and wide. So we're gonna go side to side. Now there's 2 variations that you can focus on here. If you've got the flexibility, you can fold forward and then you're working side to side, making sure that you're bending into the knees. Do not keep the legs straight. I want you to bend into the knees as you shift side to side. And then if this one's a little bit too far forward for you, let's hang out up top here. And we're going to bend into those knees side to side, but keeping the upper chest up on the horizon. So moving side to side. So we're aiming for a few more here. So just really feeling that stretch through the legs here. Take your time, squeeze into it, sink into it. And for 1, last one over here. And 2. Okay, so walking the feet in, we're in that forward fold. Okay, so resting the palms on the front of the legs here. We're going to just gently roll it up, round the chin, around the neck, chin to the chest, and then gently coming all the way back up. Okay, so we're going to spread the feet nice and wide for stability here. And then we're going to work around the core. So here, we're getting the arms, so we're getting through the shoulders. You're getting the back, you're getting all the little spinal muscles that support the back through that rotation, as well as twisting through the core or your abs and warming up that midsection. Okay, so for a few more. All right, and we'll come back to center, and then nice big open of the chest. Nice big squeeze here. So remember, if the right arm goes over the left, You want to trade and make sure the left goes over the right. Good. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to stretch out the quadriceps. You can use a wall for support or a chair. You can try to draw the heel in towards the glute, taking the top of the foot or the ankle, and just really standing up nice and tall. All right, and then we're just going to trade sides. So standing up nice and tall, straightening the back. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Good, okay, and then relax. Now we're gonna dynamically stretch out the back of the leg. So through your calf muscle, I want you in a split stance. You're pressing that heel to the floor and then just pumping it up and down. So just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath here. And remember you're pumping through the back ankle and you're bending into the front knee. So when your heel hits the floor here, you have a bend in the front knee. As your heel comes off the floor, you're extending, so lengthening the front knee. This one gets a little bit confusing sometimes, especially for my coordination challenged people. And then we'll switch sides. Okay, so nice big lift up. So pumping that heel through the back here, extending and flexing through the knee. All right, good. And rest. Okay, so let's bring it on up. We're gonna do some rotations through the elbows and in the other direction. And then some wrist rotations. So just remembering now as the weather's getting colder, so more damp, definitely a lot more colder as we move into winter, switch directions, that your warm-up should be a little bit more extended. Okay, so focusing and taking your time on your movements, adding some stuff in, just getting the body good and warm, especially if you're working out in the morning, you've rolled out of bed, you know, you haven't really started to kind of like warm up your bones and your muscles from too much daily activity. So you definitely want to take some time and work and stretch the body out. Even if the video here, you know, we probably do about anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes of warming up or so. Maybe start before the video and then flick it on to finish off and then get rolling into your workout. Okay, so for the first exercise today, we're going to start off with a chest press squat movement. So we're going to aim for 12 to 15 on our varying exercises. So just making sure that you're grabbing some weights here. And again, you can do this one with or without the weights as well. I think most of the exercises, you can just go through mobility and movement if you don't have any weights. You can also use soup cans and things or some stuff that you have around the house to try to do the resistance portions. But majority of the time, if I'm talking to you, I'll tell you that, you know, if you don't have a weight, how to really make that muscle contract and work properly. Okay, so for the first exercise, now I'll demonstrate and then I'll count you for your 12 to 15 repetitions. I'm not always going to do the movement with you. So you're going to squat down and I'm going to have you press that dumbbell out and then lift back up. Squat down, press the dumbbell out, and then lift back up. Now, a couple key things here. I want you to focus on bringing the butt back and the chest only slightly forward as you go into that squat. Try not to lean all the way forward where your chest and belly are touching your thighs. That's not the correct way to do a squat. Okay, so getting in position, we're going to squat down and then press out. That's going to be 1. And then you're going to bring it into 2. Remember to breathe out 3, 4, 5. Abs nice and tight. 6, 7. Nice and slow. 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. You guys got this. 1. Nice big push out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now you're going to rest. Now, just remember, if you're not using your weight, you really want to push through the arms and then slowly to come back. Push through the arms, squeeze, and then slowly to come back. So let's rest for 30. So we're just giving our muscles a little bit of an adequate rest so that you can recover, and then you're good to try to press or do the same weight or increase the weight. So 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's give it another shot. Nice big push out. 1, taking your dumbbell, holding it at the chest. 2, 3, or just using your body weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for 5 more, let's just pump it out nice and strong. 1, 2, you guys got this. 3, 4, last one, nice big push, and 5. Okay, good. Let's rest for 30. Nice work, guys. Grab a quick drink, and then we're gonna move on to some bicep curls and some tricep kickbacks. So this is gonna be a combination. We're gonna do, actually what we'll do 2 separate movements. So I won't combine the movements. We'll do 2 separate movements. We're gonna bring them together like a little mini circuit. Like if you've been following along, I've been teaching you how to do supersets, which is like a double exercise back to back. I've taught you how to do trisets, which has been 3 exercises, possibly 4 in a row for quad sets. And then we've just been doing some single exercise work as well. So you guys have been learning quite a bit of different styles over the last number of weeks. So I hope that you're integrating them and trying them. Okay, so for the first exercise, what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring it right into bicep curl. So we're gonna go for 15 reps of that. And then a couple variations you can do. You can do palms facing up with your dumbbells. You can also do palms facing in, okay? We won't alternate on this one just because I can't count them like that when we're doing it as a group. And then now if you're just doing no weight, you can just move up and down with the arms, but don't just go through a movement like this. That's just not going to work the way it should. I want you to think about resistance. So I want you to think about squeezing the bicep, going down nice and slow, squeezing up. Think about the air as your resistance. So you're really pushing through that air. That's your resistance, and try to think of it that way. Okay, so let's get the weights. We're going to aim for 12 to 15 repetitions. All right, so here we go. Knees are bent, abs are tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, good job, guys. Now, next up, I'm going to show you 2 variations. So remember, we're doing a back-to-back exercise. We're doing biceps and triceps with or without a chair, okay? The first one, we've got the bent over kickback one. So you've got those elbows tucked in. You're doing the triceps. So the back of the arm is next. And you can also do this in a seated position, bent over, tricep kickback. If you want just a little bit more support for your lower back, you can just do the seated variation. Okay, so let's get ready. We're gonna tuck those elbows in, nice big squeeze. And we're working out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5 more. 1, 2, going nice and slow, nice big squeeze, 3, and then all the way up here, 4, all the way up, 5, almost there, good, and rest. All right, good. Okay, so let's rest up, guys. Grab a drink for sure. You deserve it now. And then we'll move back to the second set. So we're gonna take our 30 seconds of rest. I hope you've been taking advantage of the programs at the BOAA and that you guys have been enjoying them. Lots of variety. All right. Okay, so let's get ready. We're gonna go back to those bicep curls again. So we're gonna curl the palms either facing in or you're gonna face them out and do the curl, okay? So let's get ready. We're gonna pump those biceps up. So nice big lift up, 1, 2. Now if you're using it without weight, 3, make sure that you're squeezing that bicep, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to breathe out as you lift, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good job, guys. Okay, let's rest up. Now we're gonna do that tricep kickback one. So again, you can get into that bent position and we're gonna do the kickback, or you're gonna do it in the seated position. Okay, so in that seated position, you're in that folding forward position with or without your weight. And then we're gonna kick those arms back. Now just make sure that the elbow stays tucked into the side. Don't flare the elbow out. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3 more. You guys got this. 1, nice big squeeze. 2, last one, and 3. All right, good job. Okay, so let's rest up, grab a drink. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna talk about the next exercise. Okay. All right, so coming up next, we're gonna be doing some snow angels. So I'm gonna give you 2 variations of snow angel. First one, you can do with or without weight in a standing position. So you can do it up and down like this. Now remember, if you're using a weight, I want you to make sure that your weight is on the lighter side, okay? Because you're gonna go full range of motion. Don't try to pump off anything too heavy. And then if you're doing the one without the weight, you can lift up, lower down, rotate the palms away from you, touch the lower back, and then come back up again in the same, exactly the same way, okay? Now, another variation, we're resting on the mat and on the floor. This is a little bit harder because now you're focusing on engaging the lower back, lifting up through the chest. You're just gonna start at the temples, bring the palms to halfway, flip them up, and then touching into the lower back. Now make sure that you bend the elbows, touch the lower back, the palms face away, and then you're gonna come back the exact same way. Okay, so try that one. You can also lift the toes off the floor and also do that as well. So there's quite a few variations you can do. If you're doing the standing one, it's not gonna be as, you're not gonna be engaging the back, you're gonna be doing more shoulder mobility and rotation and flexibility through the joint. Okay, so let's get ready. So starting in whatever position you want to start. And then here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep it going, guys. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. 1, 2, last one, and 3. Okay, good work. Nice job, guys. Rest stop. Let's grab a quick drink. I'll give you your 30 seconds of rest. Now, if you want to change your movement, so if you were doing the standing one and you want to try the one on the mat, you can get on the floor and do the mat, or vice versa. Okay. All right, so 20 seconds left on your rest. So just get in position, change your weight if you need to, decrease it. Just be aware of your movements, how they feel. Okay, so let's get in position. So starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, almost there. 4, and 5. All right, good. Okay, so let's rest up. We're going to take another 30 seconds. I'm going to talk about the next couple of exercises. So it's going to be one exercise, but I'm going to give you some different variations of it. So for those of you that want to work more in the upper level and who maybe actually have some practice with the downward facing dog movement, you can come into this downward facing dog movement. So you're just lifting it up, and we can focus on toe tap from side to side. So you'd be left palm to right foot, and then vice versa. And then if you really want to, you can walk it out into a plank position, and then gently walking it back to your downward facing dog. Now, for those of you that aren't really there yet, you can go to bird dog. So coming into a tabletop position, palms are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and we're going to come into arm and leg extension. So I want you to bring your arm up to the ear height with the palm facing in, and your leg is fully extended out behind you. So it's not down here, it's not down here, it's not way up here. I want it to be in line with the hip. So those are some self checks that you can do on your own. Okay, so let's get into position. So whichever one is best for you, and then we'll do the countdown here, okay? Okay, so let's get ready. Abs are tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then one more for good to make it even. I was going to say good luck, but make it even, and of course, good luck. Okay, so let's grab a 30-second rest. Now, if you want to change it up, you thought maybe bird dogs were, a little bit easy for you, you can try the downward facing dog movement. So just remember, if you're changing it up, you're in that downward facing dog, you're tilting those hips up towards the sky, and we're just doing the toe tap on the opposite foot. And then I also threw in that little walkout into plank. So obviously, if you're going to do that walkout into plank, it's just your counts won't be on par with mine. Just don't worry about it. You can just do the movements, and then whenever we're done the 16, you can just rest as well. So don't get too messed up by the off counting. Okay, so let's go back into either the bird dog or the downward facing dog. And then we'll get ready here and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just keep it going. 7, nice big long arm and leg. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so if you're up in downward facing dog, come on down to tabletop. And then for those of you that are in tabletop, let's everybody come into a nice big child's pose stretch. So dynamically, we're just keeping the arms out in front. So nice big stretch. And then just pulling yourself up. Okay, so let's rest up, grab a drink, and then we're going to move on to some side lunges. Okay, I'll give you a 30 seconds rest, and then we'll move on to doing some side lunges. So we'll do it for 2 sets of those. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to either hold the weight at the chest, well, probably it's best just at the chest, because when you start moving the weight down to the side and then you're stepping to the side, it's going to get in the way. So this exercise can be done with or without the weight, okay? So bringing that dumbbell up to the chest. Now we're going to do all one side first, and then we'll switch over. So this is what I call unilateral work. So it's going to look like this. You're going to step into that side, and then you're going to come back. Now just making sure that when you step into the side, that this leg here stays straight and the foot stays flat. So don't rotate your foot inwards as you step to the one side, okay? Okay, so let's get ready and begin. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3. So let's keep that going. 4, nice planting of the foot. 5, and really powering off that one foot. 6, and just a nice gentle bend into that knee. 7, and really push. 8, good. It'll help you get back to that beginning. 9, and 10. 2 more. 1, nice big power off. 1 more, and 2. Good. Okay, so let's change over to the other side. So we're going to work on that other side. So nice big step into that. Let's get ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep it going nice and strong. 6, nice planting of the foot. 7, really power off. 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Good. Okay, so nice work. Good job. So 30 seconds of rest, then we're going to go back. We're going to repeat that other side and then the other side. Okay, so 25 seconds. So 15 seconds left. Take your break, rest up, don't skip your rests. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so other side. So 1, nice big step. 2, 3, really extending that leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. Pump it out nice and strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to change over to the other side. So let's getting ready. Nice big step to that one side. Here we go for 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking good, guys. You've got this. 10. Last 5. Pump it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right. That's 2 sets down. So let's grab a quick drink, 30 seconds of work, and then we're going to focus on some rear flies. So rear flies can be done with the dumbbells. And again, too, if you don't have the dumbbells, without them is fine. Just work through the mobility and the contraction of the muscles that are being focused on. And then we can do this one standing, or we can do it seated. Okay, so I'll show you the seated, I'll show you both variations and then we'll get going. Okay, so in that seated position, we're gonna fold forward. So I always say that when you're in that folding forward position, to leave space between the chest and the thighs. So don't like lean over like this where you're completely rested on your thighs. Then you're not integrating the core muscles, and it can also create bad form in the back. Okay, so when you're lifting your dumbbells out to the side, you're gonna lift them out to the side so it's far enough forward that you can see the dumbbell or the palm in your peripheral vision here. So it's up and down, okay, making sure that you're not flying the arms backwards like this. It's a very common error, and that means that you can't see them in your peripheral vision. So if you're doing the standing position, your feet are hip width apart, your back is flat, so you're not rounded like this. That's another common error that a lot of people make. So come to the standing position, you're gonna fold forward over the hips while arching the back a little bit, and then doing some arms out to the side, okay? All right, so let's get ready. Okay, so in that forward fold position, nice big lift for 1, abs nice and tight. 2, making sure that you can see them at the sides. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can rest here or keep going for 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Nice work, guys. Okay, let's rest up. 30 seconds of rest. Change up the weights if you need to, probably lowering them to make it a little bit more easier. And grab yourselves a drink. I'm just watching your time here and make sure we don't over rest. We don't want to do that. All right. Okay, so you have 15 seconds left. So just remember that you're really bringing those palms forward, not backwards as you lift. Of course, the big muscles want to take over because those little muscles right here that we're working. So these are the posterior delts right here, and that's what's facilitating that movement to the side. So sometimes when we're really weak there, our big muscles want to take over, and that's why we're tending to want to fly backwards. Then we can squeeze into the rhomboids and into the lat muscles. They can take over. Okay, all right, so let's get back into that position. A nice big lift out to the side. So here we go for 1, 2, 3. Let's keep that going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2, 1, and 2. Now you can keep going if you want to get 3 more in there. Pump it out if you can. 2, and 3. All right, good, nice work, guys. Okay, so weights to the floor. We're gonna bring it down to the mat. We're gonna do some glute work next. So grab yourselves a drink and then just work yourselves back down here. And then I'm just gonna talk about the next exercise. Okay. So laying flat on your back, arms out to the side a little bit. So we're gonna do a cross-legged bridge. So you're gonna bring the leg over. So the knee is bent and then the ankle is rested on the, just above the kneecap, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna push through the sole of the foot that's on the floor, and we're gonna lift those hips up and down, focusing on squeezing the glutes. All right, so when you're ready, let's get in position now. Try to really relax that bent knee, push it away from you, and then we're gonna lift up and then breathe out as you lift. So nice big lift up, breathing out for 2, 3, 4. So keep it going, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can rest at 12 or keep going for 15 for 12. And then last 3, if you've got this, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so rest on your back, bring your knees in, just hug them in. Then we're just gonna change sides for the next one. All right, so changing over to the other side, really opening up that knee, and then nice big lift up, pushing through the heel or sole of the foot. Okay, so big lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5 more, or quit at 12 and keep going for 1, 2. So rest here, keep going for 3, 1, 2, last 1, and 3. Okay, good. All right, so draw the knees into the chest. You can hug them in if you want, stretch it out a little bit. We're gonna do another set. So just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so resting for 30 seconds. Grab a drink maybe. So let's start again in 5 seconds. And then we'll cross it over. So starting with the opposite side this time. So nice big lift up as you breathe out for 1, 2. So just remember you can quit at 12 or aim for 15. 3, 4. Squeeze that butt. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more here if you want to quit. 1, 2, and then 3 more if you want to keep it going. 1, 2, and 3, and rest and change right over to the other side. We're going to get that going. Nice big hip lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2 more to keep it going here, and then 15. 1, 2. You can rest or keep going for 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good. All right, now since we're already on the mat, just take a break there, and then we're going to finish off with some abs, and then we're going to stretch it out. Okay, so what we're going to do here for abs, we're going to draw the soles of the feet together. You're coming into butterfly position. So we're going to bring the body up. We're going to rotate the right palm to the left side, and then come back down and then rotate to the other side. Okay, so only lift up as far as you can. And if you have to, you can come back to the mat or stay up in the position so that you're constantly putting some tension here, and then you can just go through the rotation of that exercise, or touch, come back down, and then rotate over. Okay, so we're gonna aim for 12 of these. So let's get ready. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep it going. 6. So remember to touch the other side. 7, 8, 9, 10. So remember, if you have to come down to the mat each time. 11. Take the tension off the belly. 12, and rest. Good. Okay, just take a big full body stretch. So reach the arms overhead. Big stretch out. Point the toes maybe. All right, so let's come back. We're gonna do another set. So feet come together, soles of the feet are touching. And then just remember, you can hold your lift and then just rotate side to side, or come back to the mat each time. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep it going. 6. Nice big lift up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last one on each side. 12 and 12. Good. Okay, so let's rest up, guys. Nice work today. So we're going to bring it on up to the feet. We're going to stretch it out. So maybe grab yourselves a drink. I'll give you some time to get back up off the mat. Put away my gear so I don't step on it or trip on it. So we're going to start off with the legs first, focusing on stretching them out. So again, using a chair or a wall for the stretch, we're going to bring the heel of the foot towards the glute, standing up nice and tall. And now you're actually holding your stretches, so we're holding statically. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And then we're going to change sides. So changing sides. Good. All right, so let's cross the right one over the left, and we're just going to fold. If you need to, just place your hand on the wall or a chair, that's fine too. Got some balance to work on. Okay, then we'll just uncross the feet, and then you're just going to bend a little bit into the knees. Let's roll up. And then let's interlock the fingers together. Big stretch to the sky, and reach to the left, stretching out your core body. And to the other side. Changing sides again. And to the other side. Okay, come on back up. Big reach. Roll the back forward, out now, and draw the palms forward. Then inhale, lift up towards that sky, and then exhale out, and inhale up, And then exhale now, release, draw the palms together, and just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then we'll just roll forward again, stretch out here. And then let's place the palms into the lower back, fingertips facing down towards the glutes. Draw the shoulder blades together while lifting your heart to the sky. So we're just taking a little back bend here just to open up the belly. And then relax. Let's connect the fingertips with the shoulders. I'm going to have you touch the elbows, open the chest, touch the elbows, open the chest, just to counterbalance that back bend. Good, and then some wrist rotations. And in the other direction. And then just up and down with those fingertips. Keep it going, guys. So then we're just gonna finish off with a little glute stretch. So definitely go into a seated position because I'm not gonna put you back down onto the floor. So in the seated position, you're gonna cross the 1 foot over top, just above the kneecap, and then just gently relax this knee towards the floor. So you can use your palm, just press above the kneecap though, don't press on your joint. And sitting up nice and tall, you'll feel a nice hip stretch here. And then you can just take that same leg, cross it right over, and then rotate to that side. Okay, and then we'll just come back, and then over to now to the other side. Maybe one's a little bit tighter than the other. This one definitely feels tighter than the other. So just breathe here, relaxing that leg. Okay, and then cross it over, and then rotate to the opposite side. Good, and then relax. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the workout for today. I'll see you for strength training number 13 coming up soon. All right, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later. Ciao for now.